Hello and welcome to Geschichten aus dem Leben, a podcast with various guests from diverse backgrounds, hosted by me, Felix Kupferer. Well, we're recording. Welcome back to a new episode of Geschichten aus dem Leben, another one in English, another one crossing borders and time zones. Today I'm talking to Daniel Ornelas in Mexico City. Hello, Daniel.
Hi, Felix. Thank you for having me.
Tell us, who are you? What do you do in life?
Well, my name is, like you said, Daniel Ornelas. I'm a Mexican photographer and I do editorial photography in fashion. I love fashion. So, that's what I do.
You work with quite some big names in the Mexican pop culture and music industry. But for me, as a non-Mexican, I must say I wouldn't really know any of them. I don't know any Mexican artists, but maybe you can do some name dropping and tell us a bit about the magazines and people you work with.
I don't know how life works, but it really went really fast for me, like getting to take pictures from really huge celebrities. Well, it's people that you may not know or your listeners, but I can name drop. One is Mauricio Ockman, which is a very important movie actor here in Mexico. I was like starstruck when I met him and I felt really proud of myself. I really remember that time that I took pictures of him, like one of my best times in my life. And my family was so proud of me, and those moments really stuck forever for me. You know, like creating a magazine cover, which for me, I never thought that I will be doing in life. And there's a pop group, very important here in Mexico. It's called OV7. I really like their songs. I'm such a fan. I took pictures from one of the members. She's called Lidia Avila. There's a special story there because, well, my parents died like 7 years ago. So my mom didn't get to know my photographer side. When I was a kid, my mom used to hear me singing to this group. She was a manager at the time. She was a restaurant manager, and this group came to town. They came to the restaurant, and my mom asked them for their autographs. And it was the sweetest thing for me. And when I was in the presence of this member of the group, it was a nice cycle for me. And this magazine cover will be dedicated to my mom.
It's like very, very emotional, also on a personal level. I guess she probably didn't remember signing the autograph and giving it to your mom back in the days, but you know, it's a very nice memory. And it's great that it happened all those years later. It's like a real full circle moment in a way.
Yeah, full circle moment that I'm really grateful for.
Well, now you dropped some Mexican artist names, but what about anyone I might actually know? Is there some shoot, some celebrity that struck with you from an international perspective?
I took pictures also of Lenny Kravitz. I actually was a press conference that I was invited. It was for a magazine. I was feeling so proud of being in that room because I never thought that I could meet Lenny Kravitz so close. It was a really great time for me.
Usually you get told that you should never meet your idols because you might be disappointed by how they are in real life. Last year, for example, I went to a live podcast show from a favorite podcast host, and I was so close to going to the merch booth afterwards to meet them and talk to them and maybe even get an autograph or like a selfie, you know. But then I was like, what if I don't like them? What if the illusion I have of these two, just listening to them on the podcast and then meeting them in real life, are totally different things, and I'm disappointed and I can't enjoy the podcast anymore. So I didn't go up there and I didn't talk to them. It's a bit risky, I think. How do you feel about that so far?
I love working with celebrities. People have been really good to me. They have been really professional. They've been really great. I always feel like a boy again, a small kid, like feeling really excited about meeting my idols. Although there's this part that they think that it's not that professional to look that excited when you're in front of them, and I always try to keep it cool. But inside of me, I'm like, oh my god, I'm in front of the name. What is this happening to me?
Well, it is happening. You are doing amazing in that sense. The first and only time I got to meet like actual stars was when I did an interview with a favorite band back in the days, back in high school. They came to my hometown and I interviewed them for my local newspaper. I was so nervous. And then the interview didn't go that well. They were not very into the idea of talking to a high school student. I think they were like, what is this guy doing here? So I didn't have the greatest experience. So maybe that's why I'm a bit reluctant to ever meeting any other celebrities again.
Oh no.
But I guess there are nice people out there as well. So yeah, I'm happy that you have had better experiences so far. How did you get there? Like you being fascinated with it as a kid, looking at the covers and being like, oh, I want to do this myself one day. Then buying a camera, starting to take pictures. There's still a long way to go from having a camera, taking pictures to actually taking pictures of celebrities for magazine covers. How did you get to that point?
Yeah, I have a bachelor degree in commerce, and I think that I only studied that because my parents really wanted me. I did a lot of jobs previous doing photography. When bosses that I've had in the past start to get like really tough on me, I always get nervous, and I don't like that part of me. So I thought that in order to change it, would be really great to be my own boss. That's why I decided to start a journey where I can do that, right? I can be that. So at one point, I was let go of a company. And then I was like, okay, maybe it's time for me in my life to really make an effort. I want to take this as a sign that I have to do something that I really feel passionate about. And yeah, it worked out. And I really feel happy about it because it gave me identity. And I feel so proud when someone called me a photographer. I think that I'm good in what I do, but not in a cocky way. I'm telling this to myself, like, you're doing fine, you're doing good things, like, feel proud about yourself.
It's nice you found that. I mean, after all these years of working in different jobs you didn't really like and not really knowing what you wanted to do, finally getting to a place where you're really happy and proud of the things you do, that's amazing. Talking about your previous life, your previous career, you were in a very different field, actually. You were selling cars at some point, and I can't really figure you as a car salesperson because you're so like creative and I don't know, like sparkling with ideas. To me, as someone who sells cars, it's very much different. I don't know. How was that for you? How did you feel and how did you fit into that world, like the car dealership?
When I started like selling cars, it came in a time that I was struggling with money a lot. You know, it's so hard sometimes to find someone that hires you. And this friend told me, you should meet with my boss. She's on a dealership. And I think that because of knowing you, you will be a great fit selling cars. He told me like I have a trustable face, like a face like people can trust that works on sales. I felt like, okay, I don't know if I love to do this. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna give it a try because I'm desperate. I tried to be honest, selling cars, and people really appreciate it. I think that was part of my success selling cars. And yeah, cars paid for my master's degree.
I mean, it's just the idea of you selling cars is strange to me because you don't even own a car yourself, but I guess that's not a requirement for the job. Maybe also liking or loving cars or being interested in cars is not necessary, but it would be helpful, I think. So I think I could not sell a car ever because I just don't care at all. I don't have one. I don't want one. But I figure you would be a good salesperson. And also, I think those skills apply in your new role as well. Like, you need to be approachable and friendly, but also very direct and honest with the people you take pictures of. because you guide them. You give them direction on what to do in front of the camera, how to pose, what they should do next. So I feel like you working in the car dealership and meeting so many different people and learning how to read a room and like learning how to kind of influence people in their decision making is also helpful for you as a photographer now.
Yes, I mean, part of why I'm really grateful about that part of my life, like setting cars, it really built me up to be more strong, like not being let down by stuff easily, but also understand more about communication. We have a saying in our little salespeople community that if we learn to sell something, we own the world. Like we can do anything. And I really think that, like, till this day, I think that my communication skills with the talent that I work with really are influenced by my time on there, because it's so important that they feel comfortable with you.
So I think everything happened for a reason and everything happened the way it had to happen. And now we're talking.
I like to think that, yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I'm so proud even of the decision of going for it. And that's the advice that I give to people. I mean, not in a cocky way that I know how to be happy. No. It's like something that I really feel grateful for, that I really take risk about it, and it worked out. But at the same time, I remember that I was like thinking, I need to make a change in my life because I'm not feeling that happy. There's only one life. You have to really enjoy your time here and reach for something great. You know?
I think there's many people who would like to do something different and change things in their lives, but they just never dare doing it. And it's kind of a pattern in this podcast too. I think I've talked to quite a few entrepreneurs and people who switched careers. I think one of the reasons why I keep picking those people is because I'm really impressed with anyone who dares doing that. So also you going for it is like really, I admire that. At some point I think I will also do it, but not yet.
Like, it's good to have role models because it's mirroring what you want in life. It gets motivational. So I always try to open my mind to people that are out there just to learn or to look up to or to maybe follow that path.
I don't think I'll ever want to be a photographer in my life anymore. I used to like doing that myself too, but when I was younger, and I kind of gave up on it. But you being so enthusiastic about it and so excited about it and even calling it magic all the time. Tell us a bit more about this magic. How does a day on set look like and how does the magic happen?
Okay, on an everyday shoot, there's the photographer. When I've done big campaigns or big shoots, I of course have someone that kindly assists me. There's the makeup artist or also hair artist. There's a stylist, fashion stylist. There's the editor from the magazine, people from the magazine, or if it's a campaign, well, the client and the PR person, the creative person, the marketing person from the company. And yeah, those are the figures that are involved in a shoot. Well, mostly in fashion. Right.
You might be the only one taking care of the photos themselves, but there's so many other people involved. So it's a big crowd, basically. It's not just you and the person who gets taken pictures of. Like, there's a whole crew behind it. So it gets probably quite busy on a set and very hectic and like chaotic, stressful maybe even.
I don't know about that. I don't know about hectic because I'm like always trying to be respectful of the work of the other people involved. And I really like to pay attention to when the makeup artist have some direction or something, or want to like correct something, or the fashion stylist. It's my job also to be really an observer and to see that everything is on point in order to get a good picture. I always try to be respectful of the vision of the other people in the room, and I don't find it stressful or chaotic. For me, it's like part of creating that magic that I'm talking about. Always listening to the inputs of other people. It's not stressful. It's so great to have everyone like being really stepping up their game to make everything happen really correctly.
You already said that before you even start shooting, you kind of just talk to the people first and make them feel comfortable and ease them into the situation. I guess the people you take pictures of are already used to being taken pictures of anyway because they're always in the spotlight. But how would you do it if you were to shoot with someone who's not used to that situation? How do you help them feel comfortable?
A lot of talent, I know that they are good at camera because I've seen their work before, or their previous work in other pictures. But sometimes they say that they don't know how to pose and they will appreciate that I could help. And yes, that's part of my job. It's about making them feel comfortable. I try to be very straightforward with my directions, saying like, this is not working. You should do another thing, but not trying to intimidate. It's like to sound like you can trust me. Like, I got you. If you don't look good, I'm not taking the pictures. So don't worry. Let's move forward with another thing and you can trust me. Everyone there, it's there to create something good, but by not having great pressure, having fun almost. For me, that's what a shoot should be, like having fun. And a lot of times, most of the times, maybe all of the times, people relax when you create this bond.
I think that's very important. Like the few times I had been with photographers, it was mostly at work when they took pictures for all the employees. I remember there was one shoot where I was wearing a suit. I was not feeling comfortable. The lights were too bright. It was a very like quick and dirty thing, basically. Even though the setup was professional, it was more like just checking off the list and like going through the names and like taking pictures of everyone. So the picture was taken of me that day was terrible. I hated it. And then it went up on the website. I was like, no. And then ever since I tried to ask friends and family members even to take pictures because I have a good camera. My dad knows how to use it. So the last professional pictures I took were back in our garden, basically. Me wearing a fancy jacket, and then he took pictures with the trees in the back. Yeah, and it worked better for me because I was much more comfortable. This is my dad, of course. We know each other ever since I was born, and we have this bond. And if you have someone who doesn't really make the people in front of the camera feel good, the pictures won't be good. If there's no fun, then the pictures won't be any nice. So I think you have a key role in creating the whole atmosphere that enables good pictures. So then again, like you having experience in sales where you had to make people feel good so they would buy something is probably gold in your role now. I could really see you taking pictures of me and me being totally at ease and the pictures being amazing because I can trust you, and yeah, I like that.
Yeah, let's do a shoot. I really like taking pictures. I really see the very best in the people that are in front of me. And I feel bad when they are nervous or that they don't feel comfortable. What you're saying, it's true. It's great when you feel great about yourself when someone is taking pictures of you.
You said that you've been in the industry for 7 years now. You've been on this journey for 7 years, basically. What are you most proud of looking back at your transition into being a photographer or your work now or your life in general? What's the one big thing you're most proud of?
I feel so proud of taking the decision and to think that I really was brave enough to change everything, regroup when I thought that I wasn't that happy, to regroup and go for this. That is something that made me feel like I could conquer the world. Till this day, I feel like everything can happen and I get excited. And that's the biggest thing. We should all believe in ourselves and we all should know that we can do it.
I think that's the perfect mantra for all of us. You can do it. Believe in yourself and just go for it.
You can do it. Everyone can do it.
Like Nike says, just do it. Just go for it. Talking about just doing it and going for things, what is something that you would still like to accomplish? What's something you're aiming for next? What's your big dream?
Yeah. Of course, there are magazines that I always dream to be published by, and I still want to accomplish that and to have a portfolio that can include people that I really look up to and admire. Well, it's also a goal that I would like to accomplish. I mean, celebrities, there are really great people out there. I, of course, would love to take pictures of Britney Spears. I'm such a fan, but I don't know if she's someday in my path. I also would like to take pictures of the Kardashians. I just love them.
So next time Britney and the Kardashians come to Mexico City, we'll send them your way and then get your camera ready. It will happen at some point or not, but it's good to have dreams, I think.
Yeah, well, I've seen a lot out there about manifesting, so I think that I have to manifest that, and well, right now we are manifesting that.
I'll keep all my fingers crossed for you. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you for the good vibes.
Thanks for being so open about your journey and experiences. Talk to you soon, I guess.
Talk to you soon. Thank you for having me.
Adios, amigo.
Adios.
That's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for listening to this podcast and this episode today. If you liked it, please feel free to spread the word, share it with your friends, and also listen to the other episodes. Some of them are in English, and I'm sure there will be more international guests coming onto the show soon. So stay tuned. Follow the podcast on Spotify, iTunes, wherever you listen to it. And also feel free to message me on LinkedIn or my Instagram page. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.